book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 4 and 5. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle towards heaven. Okay, first and foremost, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation to the icons that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the whole elect, and to those that cleave to the body. I won't get in a lesson today on the physical currency that's still remaining in circulation. Okay, the physical currency that's still remaining in circulation. Okay, it says this on Reddit, this was 9 years ago. Till only 8% of the world currency is physical money. The rest only exists on computers. Now, let's just get a couple comments. Alright. This was 9 years ago. It says, actually, this predates computers by a long time. Before computers, most money was kept on paper, even before paper money existed. Edit it, look it up, and it might not be as long as I thought. Still at least 100 years, but possibly less than 200. Can't find a good source. It says, what prevent banks and other institutions that hold money electronically from just digitally. Let's see what it says. I ain't gonna get many. I'm gonna just kind of look this up and get out of here. Digitally changing the amount that they have. All right, because and what you're doing. All right, you got the CBDC. All right, which is the central bank digital currency, which is being translated. All right, which the money now, the coins, different things is being translated, all right, over to digital currency. You see, because they don't have much money circulating. That's all I get, pretty much. All right, then you believe that circulating, through everybody's hands and different things like that. All right, because even though when you look at the amount of money you have in banks, all right, it's just a number on the screen, right? So that's not in circulation. That's what put up. Okay, because the whole goal is to get the paperback off the the fiat currency off the market. All right, and in this case, you see money less and less. All right, a person with money, all right, if he got a pocket full of money, he's looked at as a weirdo, man. It's really a threat. It's an offense unto people, you see. So, more or less, I just wanted to get in this video about the physical currency that's remaining in circulation. The hand-to-hand money, you just kind of don't really see it anymore. You got Cash Apps and Zelles. You got a lot of different ways of sending and receiving money. All right, electronically or digitally. You see? So the whole goal is to make riches fly towards heaven. Okay, so they can control you. You see? If they can control your money, they basically control you, because Jake is money driven. You see that? All right, so all right, we got an end time headline. This from yesterday. The day before that, I forget. I wanted to do this yesterday, but the spirit had me do it. Now it says Switzerland move towards cashless future with instant payments. Now remember, they say it's only 8% of physical money 9 years ago. So what you think the percentage would be now? I tried looking it up. I couldn't kind of get much. Maybe I should have probably dug a little deeper. You see? Let's look at this, right? Let's take this, right? I did look up this and got this. It says international banker, All right, and now we know who the international bankers are. All right, that's the global elites. All right, that's in control of the gold, which they have substituted real true riches. All right, for fiat currency. Okay, from cattle to the riches of the scriptures. All right, they have totally heaped up unto themselves. Okay, so it says the future of cash. I'll read a little bit in here, and I won't get a few scriptures on just how you supposed to obtain riches, what you're supposed to do to avoid them. All right, and also what you need to do to understand moving forward. Okay, how you're gonna have to conduct yourself concerning riches. All right, well, really concerning buying and selling, which is a huge prophecy in Proverbs 13. Salaki in Revelation 13. All right, that we must count on the Lord for our riches, as the Lord have already given us an abundance of riches through wisdom. All right. So those who seek to be physically rich, all right, they'll have their consolation. So it says the future of cash, exploring the vital role of physical currency in driving financial inclusion, flexibility, and choice. Now, that was in December 13 of 2023, merely 8-9 months ago. All right, I read a little bit in this. It says for the last 5,000 years, but society has employed physical currency in some form, dating back to ancient Mesopotamia. Yet, as we entered a global pandemic in early 2020, serious questions about the possibilities and practicalities of cashless societies begin to rise. This is not a new phenomenon, as digital currency and that P thing was done also to pretty much help. It was an agenda set in place, all right, to help get cash, all right, off the market. Because what the P does is a V, all right, that can be own the money, which can get people sick. But again, that's another agenda, all right. It says, so that's how the cashless things begin to arise. And then you had a lot of cashless, touchless payments, tap and pay, all right, where you're basically dealing with what? No hands, no physical relations or nothing like that, all right. Because again, it's going to come to where your money is totally going to be completely digitalized. Most banks have went digital, all right. I believe it said on August 10th, was it August 10th? Maybe something like that all the banks are supposed to go digital, but it says, which have been around and formed from the 1980s, and another driver of the narrative around the decline of cash. Despite all this, cash remains extremely resilient, with estimates of roughly 40 trillion in physical money in circulation in 2023. Now, when you go to the debt, all right, and which is owed to China, I believe it may be up there around 40 trillion, or if not higher, right? They lowballing that, all right? So once you put the taxes and different things on what you owe, it goes over that. I believe it's up towards that. Let me check it right quick. I'll just check it, all right? Let me see. Just put up the national debt clock. Let me see. Real time. Let me look this up real quick. Real time, all right? Let's see what it's got, man. Come on. Damn, I'm pulling up. All right, this is it's at 35 trillion. All right, which is good enough for me to see. It says, so they got 40 trillion in physical money in circulation in 2023. And really, when you think about it, the poor, all right, what we dealing with? We may be 100 heirs, all My little niece said you're a thousandaire. Like, what is that? All right. So Jake dealing with merely hundreds, maybe thousands. That's going from hand to hand that they may be circulating, if that. So that 40 trillion is really controlled by the billionaires. All right. Those who are billionaires, they got the bulk of the money. So the poor really don't have physical money in circulation when you think about it. It says while the pandemic may largely be in the rearview mirror, its impact on cash continue to be felt. It is more important than ever to recognize the significance of cash in our everyday lives and what the banking industries can do to ensure communities worldwide are actively banked and empowered to shift from cash to digital on their own terms. You see? We also need to acknowledge the role of cash in enabling flexibility, choice, and privacy throughout the commerce landscape. All right? There are more. There's more. Okay. There's more. Start getting gotta read down. Alright, that's pretty much it. Alright. Try to leave it there. Now let me get a few precepts and Lord willing, it'd be edifying. This is Proverbs. I ain't gonna go in no particular order. I just grab them how I got them down. This is Proverbs 13 and 7. There is that making himself rich, yet had it nothing. Now remember, if you go after riches, you're gonna pierce yourself through with many sorrows, man. You see that? It says, there is that making himself poor, yet had great riches. So the poor, blessed are the poor, for his is in the what? The kingdom. Blessed are the poor in spirit right now. So you got to enrich your spirit. And the way that you do it is by, having, constantly submerging yourself in his word of life. All right. Being brotherly and doing that which the Lord required of us, okay, to do. That's how you make yourself great riches. So you can make yourself rich yet had nothing, man. You see, there is that making himself poor yet had great riches. It says the ransom of a man's life are his riches. So if we got riches, if there's nothing greater in this world than riches, then wisdom. And if we have wisdom, when we ransom our wisdom, we gonna receive life, man. The wisdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. But the poor hear it not to rebuke. All right. This is I'm gonna stay in the same book while I'm here. I just grab it all. This is Proverbs 27. This is warning and instructions, man. And 24. For riches are not forever. See, even when you gotta change over, all right, let's just say you do get a nice income, steady income. You know, for Jake, $1 million. Jake got low ass goals, you know. People make $1 million in minutes and seconds and shit, man. All right. So let's say Jake get a good number. Okay, when a transfer to where everything is digitally done and they have to go on to that chip, Jake gonna have to transfer that money and he gonna have to take the chip to protect his riches or keep his riches. You see? So it says riches are not forever. Endure the crown, endure it to every generation. Same thing. All right. So this is Ecclesiastes 5 and 13. It says, there is a sore evil which I have seen under the sun, namely riches kept for the owners thereof to their hurt. But those riches perish by evil travail, and he begetteth a son, and there is nothing in his hand. There's nothing left. Right? I gotta read this. It's an oldie but goodie. As he came forth from his mother's womb, naked shall he return to go as he came, and shall take nothing of his labor, which he may carry away in his hand. So why work and labor for something that's gonna go with the wind? And that wind is that destruction. And ultimately that total destruction is that chip. Because if you take that, you get destroyed as well. All right, fire and brimstone. It says, and this is a sore evil, that in all points as he came, so shall he go. And what profit had he that had labored for the wind? All right, and no one can go it after the wind. Okay, you see that? So you gotta labor for wisdom and knowledge, man. Okay, which the men of the Lord have done. You see, this is which is I've given them great, bestowed upon them great generosity. This is 2 Corinthians 8:2. It says, how that in a great trial of affliction, the abundance of their joy in their deep poverty abounded unto the riches of their liberality. Right? So the abundance of our joy in our deep poverty, man. You see that? Blessed are the poor. Let's get this in another translation. It's the NLT. They are being tested by many troubles, right, in the midst of a very severe trial, and they are very poor. So we're getting afflicted and we're very poor, man. But they are also filled with abundant joy, which have overflowed in rich generosity. You see? That would have, we have bought unto ourselves, man. Right? Same as our Lord did in 2 Corinthians 8:9. For we know the grace of the Mashiach Yahushua, that though he was rich, what was he rich with? Because he came in low on a donkey. All right? He didn't have much. He was in a manger. All right, his parents, he was a carpenter or worker. He wasn't rich. Yet for your sakes he became poor. All right, made himself low, even lower, that ye through his poverty might be made rich. All right, so in our deep poverty is our riches, man. All right, and our liberality, which, let's get this word liberality right here. All right, it says singleness, our sincerity, and our mental honesty. Because to not go after riches, you got to have a mental honesty, man. All right, with the Lord is honor and riches, man. You got to have a mental honesty and be what? True to yourself, man. Not to sell out. Many have pierced themselves through with many sorrows, man. Concerning what? Money. All right, the virtue of one who is free from pretense and hypocrisy, not self-seeking, right? Because you only get rich to lift your own self up. Because when you get rich, all you gonna boast in it, right? Our people, if they get rich, they all boasting. It don't matter who they are. Openness of heart manifesting itself by generosity. There you go. Okay. Okay, that's the point in that. This 1 Timothy 6:17. It says, charge them that are rich in this world. Right? Charge them that are rich in this world, man. Let's see. Right? So teach those who be rich in the NLT in this world not to be proud and not to trust in their money, which is so unreliable. Their trust should be in our power, who richly give us all we need for our enjoyment, man. Read it in the cage of the regular. I had read it in the NLT. It says, charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches that's going to take wings and fly towards heaven. Proverbs 23:5. But in the living power will give it us richly all things to enjoy, man. So we have a richness to seek, right? This is Sirach. Again, Jake, remember, that the rich barely make it into the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? So you got to labor to be rich in this way. This Sirach 21:4. To terrify and do wrong will raise riches. Yeah, because when you got the riches of the Mashiach Yahweh Shai in the kingdom of heaven, all right, you understand what is the right way, how to do right things, man. So we're going to be rich in the kingdom of heaven because we're going to be right. We have the laws in our inward part. We're not going to do wrong. All right, the wicked have riches, but they're wrong. They're crooked. All right, his soul that is lifted up in them is not right, though yet they be right. That's why I say, woe to ye rich men. Okay, your garments are moth-eaten. What your garments is your covering, man. Not just your money. All right, that's the thing that cover you. Our garments is a covering of us for wisdom and knowledge, man. That's why we got to keep it clean. It says, thus the house of the proud man shall be made desolate, because they're wrong with riches. Their heart is not aright. Your heart got to be set up on righteousness, man, to know how to utilize the abundance of riches, man. You see? You see that? This is tell you riches are not commonly for a nigga, man. And what should an envious man do with money? You see? Just, you know, God gotta come here and go with David at, right? The Psalms, definitely, because David prayed, give me neither poverty nor riches, all right? But he still had that understanding. David was praying to be rich in the Lord, man. All right, it's two different types of riches. All right, either you understand the other and you don't, because you can't serve the Lord and mammon, man. All right. The ungodly, pretty much, they prosper and increase in the world. That's why it says, be not envious of the wicked, man. All right, because what they riches don't profit them anything. So again, money is leaving by the wayside. This is Psalms 52:7. It says, lo, this is the man that made our power not his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthen himself in his wickedness. So if you don't do that, there's a destruction that's coming for you, man. All right, there's a total destruction. There's folly and trusting in riches, man. All right, this is Psalms 49. And 16. Be not thou afraid when one is made rich. So though yet they made rich, right, and they can do a lot of things with their riches, we can't be afraid, because it's the Lord that make a man rich, all right, and poor. So as he make them rich and poor, he also what? Controls them. When the glory of his house is increased, so the glory of the wicked house is increased on this side, right? But the glory of our house being increased is in the kingdom of heaven. That's why Yahweh shall say, I go to prepare a place for you. You see? That's when our glory will be increased, and we will be made what? Even richer in spirit. Eternally rich. Right? Because what profited you to become rich and then lose all you have, man? Right? So we only want to be rich when we can what? Keep what we got. All right? For what? Immortality. It says, for when he died, he shall carry nothing away, and his glory shall not descend after him. You see that? So by us being poor and in poverty, our glory is going to descend after us, man, to make us what? Rich, man, and famous. All right? Read all this. Though he lived, while he lived, he blessed his soul, and men praised thee when thou doest well to thyself. Right? We look at to do it well unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, then he will bless ourselves, man. We can't make ourselves rich. The Lord have to do that. So we have to labor in the Lord, all right, to reap the benefit, to redeem the riches. It says, he shall go to the generation of his fathers, they shall never see light. All right? This is when you wickedly go after earthly consolation. Man that is in honor and understanding not is like the beast that perish. That's right, man. All right? I'm going to jump to verse 6. It says, they that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches. All right? None of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him. So if you can't save, if money can't save your soul, all right, what, like it says in the scripture, if a man gain the world but lose his soul, what good is it, you know, to ever gain that? It made no sense to get it. All right, we looking for eternal gains, and it got to be set up on the things which are right. All right, because they got those riches by evil ways, by evil means. All right. This is Job 36 and 18. Because there is wrath, beware lest he take thee away with his stroke. Then a great ransom can't deliver thee. Will he esteem thy riches? No, not gold, nor all the forces of his strength. So money ain't gonna be able to deliver your soul in a day of evil, man. All right, or when the Lord asks in exchange, all right, for your life, whatever you done for him. All right, those are the riches, right? Righteousness, honor, humility, brotherly love, kindness, charity. Okay, those are the riches that's gonna get your ticket into the kingdom of heaven. So Adawan Ratazada was edifying, man. Till next time, Shalom.